Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be talking about what we can do as single people. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very interesting. I have not done a formal sit-down video in a very long time, but last week I was just going about my daily business and the video popped into my head. I was like, that is a really good video, because I know that a lot of single people watch my channel, and whether they're guys or girls, I have no idea. This video popped in my head and I really wanted to do it. But if you guys are new, welcome to my channel. I am Emily, and on this channel I do faith, lifestyle, and music related content. I try to incorporate my faith into my day in the life and just lifestyle videos, as well as these kind of videos where I just sit and talk with you guys. Yeah, my name is Emily if you are new, and welcome. I am so glad to have you. If you are not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for returning. It always means so much to me when I see new subscribers and new people commenting, as well as my old, very dear friends. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight to this video. I want to first put out there that I am not perfect by any means. I struggle with contentment and with navigating how to be perfectly content in the season of life that I'm in. And it can be hard sometimes because I am a single Pringle, and there's nothing wrong with that. It is a joy to be single. We have Christ, and that is more than a girlfriend, boyfriend, or husband, or wife. I think a lot of times in this day and age, singleness is looked down on, and if you are not married by the time you're like 20, 25, then people wonder why, and people will think that you need to, go find someone. And I'm not saying that I think your spouse is going to be dropped off at the front door. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that at all. But we do not need to go to everything with the mindset of, maybe I'll find my spouse today. Maybe he or she will be here. That's not healthy, first of all, and it's not realistic. And it's going to let us down, because when we leave that place, we can be like, well, I didn't come in contact with a guy or a girl that I like potentially as a spouse. Now, I won't say that I haven't done that a couple of times, like thinking, maybe I will meet my future spouse here. I have done that. I'm guilty. But it's not healthy, it's not realistic, and we need to learn, before we become a wife or a husband, we need to learn contentment. We need to be faithful and excited and fulfilled in the season of life that we are in now, because I've said this countless times on my channel, but I just can't stop because it is so true. I have witnessed it multiple times in my own life. If we are not content in the season of life that we are in now, we are not going to be content in the season of life that we wish to be in. So speaking in this video, we are not going to be content married or dating if we are not content being single. I need to find the verse, but I don't know the reference. I have learned, in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. And that verse, there's something about it that even in our darkest valley, even in disappointment, letdowns, breakups, anything, he learned to be content in those times. And we need to take a lesson from that and ask the Lord to help us become content. We can try to become content on our own strength and in our own power, but if we don't ask the Lord to help us be content, to teach us contentment, it's only going to last for a season, and that contentment will not last for our lifetime. we need to ask the Lord for these things, or otherwise it's going to only be for a season. So yeah, the first thing is contentment, as you guys can probably tell by the way I started this video. But the second one is grow closer to the Lord during this time. You know, when we get married, we're not going to have as much time as we do single, because we are going to have not only ourselves to take care of, but, okay, speaking as a wife here, like to the girls' side, I'm speaking to the ladies listening right now. We only have ourselves to take care of, and you know, we have some of the house to take care of, but it's not our full responsibility. You know what I mean? So like when we become married though, we are going to have us and our husband to take care of, in the entire house to clean while he is gone, or even if you do work outside of the home, that's always the lady's responsibility, is to clean the inside of the house and keep it neat, tidy, cook meals and all of that stuff. And that is a joy. That is something to find joy in. But what I'm saying is grow close to the Lord and do the things that you can't do married while you're single. Because when we become married, while marriage is a gift from God, it is a blessing from the Lord, we're not going to have as much time as we do now because we are single. And yeah, we don't have as many responsibilities as we would be when we're married. And especially when you have kids. I've only babysat, and I don't really get a whole lot done while I babysit. So I can only imagine what it's like being a parent. But yeah, the second one is to just grow closer to the Lord. Our relationship with Him is most important out of any relationship in this entire world that we will ever have. It is eternal. Our relationship with Christ is eternal. And all of our relationships here on this earth are not eternal. Either we will go through a breakup with that person and lose them that way, or the Lord could take them home, or we could just become disconnected from that person. Anything can happen to humans on this earth in a blink of an eye, and we do not know when that will happen. And our relationship with the Lord is eternal. So if we put all of our identity in a person, we will be so devastated and heartbroken and not know what to do when we lose that person. And we need to cling to the Lord tighter than any human on this earth, because people fail, and we are not perfect human beings, so we will let people down. You will be let down in life. And the thing that we can be assured and promised, and that the Lord promises us, is that He will never leave us nor forsake us. He is always with us. And if we are true born again Christians, we are going to spend eternity, the rest of eternity, with Him once He takes us home. What's a better way than grow close to Him, do His work, serve Him in this world, and not be so consumed with marriage and with finding a spouse that we can't serve Him, because something can consume our mind so much that we don't do anything else but think about that thing, look for that thing, strive for that thing. But if we are striving to Jesus, if we are striving for Him, to Him, for His work, for His kingdom, His glory, His honor, then that is what we are going to be looking for. And when the Lord does bring us a spouse, we will be overjoyed and thrilled, because we weren't looking to that, we were looking to Jesus. And that is something that I have learned the last year, is be content in the season that you're in. You know, things can be stripped away from you faster than you realize. I never really had that mindset of, you know, any second this can be stripped away from me. And to live in the moment, I took so much for granted, and I still do, but the Lord is definitely working on that. I took so much for granted, and I look back and I wish I wouldn't have taken those things for granted, because in that season, the Lord, while I look back on it, the Lord taught me so much. and I wouldn't change it for anything. But taking those things for granted when we look back can be so hard to accept and realize that we did. And so yeah, just a reminder to live in the moment and be content, grow stronger and closer to Jesus. He is the only one that can fulfill us, and if we are hoping that when we find a spouse that they will fulfill us, fulfill all our needs, it's just not going to happen. It's not realistic, and the only one who can fulfill us truly is Jesus. And the last thing that I just want to say here is, for anyone who is struggling with being content and waiting for their future spouse, my heart does go out to you. I do understand that feeling, because like I said, I'm not perfect. My heart does go out to you, and I understand that feeling. And just know that you are not alone. All singles go through a season of, will I ever find my spouse? Maybe not all of them, because I know that some people get married really young, and that's awesome. But some of us don't get married young, and I am young. I'm not saying that I'm not young. I'm not quite 20, so I'm very young. But yeah, some of us don't get married at 18, 17, 19. That's great that people get married that young, and I rejoice with them. But some of us don't get married until we're in our 30s, 40s, and that is also not a bad thing. It's awesome because the Lord used us during those times better than we would have been used married, because He would have brought us a spouse sooner if we could be working better together. Does that make any sense? But yeah, I do just want to say that I'm praying for all of you guys who are struggling with being single. If you are, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below letting us know if you are, and if you do not want to share publicly. And yeah, just want to ask for prayer, you can DM me on my Instagram page at Emily_faithful. I will try to leave the link in the description box below. I'm really bad with links, but I need to get better. But yeah, I hope you guys have a very blessed week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and give me a like, leave me a comment down below letting me know what is one thing that you have learned in your singleness. Or if you're married, what's one thing that you've learned during your single years? Since you're married now, let me know what's one thing you have learned. Yeah, we can just all chat down there. But yeah, I'd love to have you subscribe if you are not already, and you can share this with your friends and family. But yeah, I hope you guys have a very blessed rest of your week, and I will see you very soon, Lord willing, with a brand new video. God bless you guys.